You are listening to Taking Stock. I'm Carol Masser, my co-host Michael McKee. We are live from the Ad Club in Boston, and this is Bloomberg Radio. I like to stay time with my baby walk around. But I love that dirty water. Oh, Boston, you're my home. All right, well, it's an iconic brand name, and it's synonymous with Boston and the Boston Marathon. We want to talk a little bit more about strategy from John Hancock's head of brand marketing and creative services. He's Jim Bacharach, and he joins us here on Taking Stock. Great to be in your home.
Great to have you here.
What's it like doing your job? Think about it is an iconic brand. It's a well-known brand. It's been around for a long time, and you guys are, tied in with various activities in the area and across the country. What's it like managing those, such a big brand, if you will?
Well, I first of all, I think it's a privilege. I think that so much great work has been done over those many years to create this trust and reputation in the brand there's a significant
I was
responsibility.
just going to say responsibility, though, then to protect it, right? Because it's
That's
been
right.
around for such a long time. How do you then adapt that to this ever-changing world? You and I were talking a little bit before we got started about your new ad campaign, and it's really such a nice mixture of traditional with new media and social media.
Yeah. Well, our new campaign is, on the one hand, embracing our legacy, and on the other hand, it's a departure. It embraces it in terms of we've always tried to be very real and authentic in how we portray the hopes, the anxieties, the aspirations of consumers, and while what they're experiencing at any given time may ebb and flow over time, at the heart of it is that humanity and how they're feeling about it and their associated sensibilities. So the new campaign is very much sort of
Life comes next.
Life comes next. It is straightforward. It's real. Nothing sugar-coated. And that very much,
As Mike said, it's kind of a dose of reality for us.
Well, I watch it. You got 4 TV commercials that are basically set up as cliffhangers, and the 4 that I have seen sort of scare you. And I was wondering, if that's a good way. It's obviously a good way to hook people because you want to know what happens next to these poor people who have a phone call or a knock on the door or visit, and they don't tell you what it's about, but it leaves your heart sort of stopped. Or do you scare people away? Is it a risk?
Well, certainly there probably are people who we scare away, and every once in a while we'll see something in the social sphere to that effect. But the results so far tell us that far more people are intrigued rather than scared and want to find out what did happen. And of course, when they go and see the different endings, they realize, okay, some of those fears that were triggered by the opening they saw on TV are realized, and in other cases, actually, it turns out differently. And in each case, it's an opportunity for them to engage and relate. And I think that this departure that I referenced is, we used to just be TV, and now with 77% of our target demographic watching TV with a second screen active, that gives us an opportunity to use that second screen to continue to tell the story.
How do you measure success on the second screen?
Well, first it starts with just, are people clicking through? Secondly, once they get there, are they spending time? And right now we're running at about a little over 50% longer engagement period than our objective was. Our objective was 3 minutes, and we're running it at about 4 minutes and 15 seconds. We're very happy about that.
Jim, who is your target demographic? You mentioned that this is going after them.
Mm-hmm.
Is it the millennials? Who is it?
No, it's the mass affluent between 35 and millennials are the next wave for us. But the people who are purchasing our products, mutual funds, engaging in 401k plans, college savings plans, life insurance, long-term care, that's 35 and older for the most part.
Why did you know you needed to kind of marry traditional with online?
Well, it really is about, first of all, meeting consumers where they are. And of course, in the consumer era that we now work and live in, they're dictating the rules of engagement. And so it's a matter of being where they are and in a way that they can choose to opt in or not. And again, happily, many more are choosing to opt in to follow the story and then engage with some educational content that then follows after that.
What do you find is the message that most needs to get across to people that they don't already get?
Well, I think like so many things, whether it's, weight loss or getting fit, anything like that, we tend to...
He's looking at me when he says weight loss.
Oh, don't take it so personally. No, he's not.
Well, it's just because there isn't a mirror available. We tend as human beings to try to take the big leap and jump in and get the results right away. And really, as with those things, it's really about taking little steps to begin to get things in place that are needed to be in place. And most people are doing at least some of the things they should be. It's just a matter of, again, layering on more so that they have, everything covered either as widely or as deeply as they need to.
I think we're going to leave it there. I know we could talk so much more because I know you guys are involved with so many different things, including the Boston Marathon and great things. But good to get some time with you.
Thank you.
Go to
It's good to be here.
HancockNext.com, and you can see all these videos that scare me. I don't know. I'm not going to sleep tonight.
You're not going to sleep tonight. No, it's really clever. It keeps the story going and more information. Jim, thank you.
Thank you.
Really appreciate it. Jim Bacharach. He is Vice President of Brand Marketing and Creative Services at John Hancock, joining us here as we are live at the Ad Club, and this is Bloomberg Radio.
Taking Stock, weekdays at 2 p.m. Eastern, in New York on Bloomberg 1130, in Boston on 1200 a.m. and 94.5 FM HD2, in San Francisco on 960 a.m. and 103.7 FM HD2, and Sirius XM Satellite Radio Channel 119. Copyright 2014 Bloomberg LP.